Hey, ¿qué tal? Ah, muchas gracias. Probando, sí se escucha bien, ¿no? Nada más si me puedes ayudar, Fran, a saber si se escucha bien. Que yo creo que sí se escucha. Yo creo que sí. No, vamos a ver. Ok. Muy bien. Vamos a ver. Perfecto. Vale, sí. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué va a ser? ¿Qué va a ser? ¿Qué va a ser aquí? Vamos a ver. Ahí está, bien. Muy bien. Muy bien. Ya luego arreglaré algo de la iluminación atrás. Esta era nada más una prueba. Vamos bien. Vamos bien. Vamos a ver. ¿Qué más tenemos por aquí? A ver, a ver. ¿Qué es esto? Genial. Genial, genial. Vamos a ver. Vale. Lo que pasa es que estoy intentando poner la transmisión también en TikTok, pero sí me está tomando más tiempo, así que bueno. Vale. Ya. Sí, esto va a tomar un poquito más de tiempo. Mira, yo pensaba que en TikTok a lo mejor era nada más así directamente transmitir, pero bueno, seguro es en el teléfono nada más. Sí, nada, va a tomar más tiempo. Bueno, nada. Vamos a ver. Vamos a ver qué se puede hacer aquí. A ver. Es que lo que quiero es más que nada hacer una prueba. Porque bueno, al final es el primer live. Y es por ir haciendo pruebas, a ver cómo va quedando esto. En el teléfono voy a ver en el móvil a ver cómo va eso. En el TikTok pide que me haga una fotografía para ver la edad y esa cuestión. sorprende que esto me pida confirmación porque, bueno, al final ya tengo la cuenta, ¿no? Desde hace un buen tiempo, entonces, no sé. No sé por qué. Mm, ok, ok. Mute microphone. Mira. Huh. Qué bien, mira. Multiservicios, mira. Bueno, espero que se escuche bien. Yo creo que sí se está escuchando bien. Aunque es un problema esto, la verdad. Así que bueno, vamos a ver si por aquí tiene más sentido. Es que es algo que tengo que arreglar para el siguiente live. Que bueno, a ver. Al final, como estaba diciendo, bueno, es el primer live que hago. Esta es una prueba nada más para ver que todo vaya en orden. Los siguientes lives, pues bueno, ya lo vamos a hacer mejor. Así que bueno, sí, siendo el primer live. Al menos eso sí, me gustaría empezar un poco nada más. Pues sí, primero a explicar un poco de qué va este canal, un poquito de qué va este asunto. No sé si se está como lagueando o algo la imagen. Creo que aquí en TikTok creo que no. Pero bueno, aquí en YouTube me parece que sí un poquito. Bueno, no importa, vamos a darle. A ver. YouTube co-host. Lo que no sé es cómo hacer esto. Es que todavía estoy viendo cómo va esto. Dame un segundito. Vamos a ver. Creo que sale así. Es que aquí tengo un problema con esto. Que parece que no tengo el... Nada, no lo tengo. Bueno, nada, no pasa nada. Ya desde aquí lo voy a ir viendo. Ok, bueno, pues vamos a empezar. Mucho gusto a todos. Es como decía, este es el primer live que hago. Este es mi canal Practi Gadget. Para quien no lo sepa, bueno, el nombre de Practi Gadget al final inicia con esta idea de, por dar un ejemplo muy rápido, de esta cosita de aquí. A mí me gustaba mucho mirar videos en YouTube, por internet, estar investigando mucho en Reddit y en estos sitios sobre cosas, ¿no? Cosas así que fueran como de este estilo, ¿no? Una simple base para teléfono móvil. Me acuerdo que esto recién salía, ya lleva años esto de existencia y bueno, como salíamos de viaje, nos gustaba hacer algún otro viaje, luego las fotografías queríamos que salieran muy bien, pero pues ya sabes, ¿no? Que tienes que sostener el móvil aquí o luego tener cuidado de que no te lo vayan a robar, etcétera. Pues yo me ponía a buscar por internet algo que pudiera llevar sin tener que llevarme el tripié y luego llevarme una base y una cámara enorme, cosas así. Entonces, bueno, iba viendo este tipo de cositas. De hecho, el primero que compré, yo creo que no es muy conocido, eh, es un es un cuadro más o menos como este tamaño de una tarjeta de crédito y de hecho es para que lo guardes en tu tarjeta. Entonces cuando tú lo guardas no abarca casi nada de espacio y cuando lo necesitas nada más lo sacas de la billetera, haces un poco de juego allí como una especie de transformer y ya está, es una para el teléfono. Entonces eso era muy muy bueno. Emran, hola, ¿qué tal? Saludos. Eh, entonces, bueno, ¿qué sucede? Que esa fue una de las cuestiones, ¿no? Luego Más adelante recuerdo que estaba buscando las lentes, estas como para, ¿cómo decirlo? Que estás luego en un país donde casi todo está nublado, ¿no? Como por ejemplo en Alemania, un lugar así, y luego las fotos salían muy quemadas, entonces me gustaba buscar algo que también fuera para el móvil, porque ya me había cansado de llevar las reflex, ¿no? Las cámaras así grandes, y al final, bueno, me conseguí con estos lentes que son como de polarizado, unos lentes de ND, filtros ND y demás, que son portátiles al fin y al cabo, y bueno, al final empecé a utilizarlos. ¿Qué sucede? Que después de hacer tanto y tanto este tipo de cosas, una amiga mía de... Muchas gracias, muchas gracias, Emran. Una amiga dice, oye, es que tienes como que muchos gadgets, ¿no? Pareces el chico de los gadgets. Bueno, al final fue un poco la broma ahí local y después fue así como se me ocurrió. Dije, pues oye, no suena nada mal, Practi Gadget, ¿eh? Algo así. Pero bueno, fue un poco por ponerle el nombre al canal. Eh, yo lo que sí puedo decir es que soy primero que todo un coleccionista. Soy un coleccionista al final. Y Y a mí lo que me gusta como tal es coleccionismo. Primero fue coleccionismo me acuerdo de las estampillas, ¿no? Las estampillas estas de Panini, de fútbol, de Dragon Ball, ese tipo de cosas. Entonces yo me acuerdo que me gustaba mucho, ¿no? Ir a los puestos de revistas a buscar estas estampillas, el álbum, me encantaba llenarlos. Era un fan de eso, ¿no? Era un friki de eso. Después mi padre me fue introduciendo un poco a la coleccionismo de coches. Lo que sí es que él tenía coches de una escala mayor. Era 1.30 y no me acuerdo si es 32, 1.32 me parece. Un coche ya más grande. A él le encantaban esos. Y a mí me empezaron a gustar los Hot Wheels porque bueno, yo era en ese momento un niño y me gustaban mucho los Hot Wheels. Y y empecé a coleccionar. Y empecé a coleccionar mucho de Hot Wheels. ¿Qué sucede? Que al cabo de un tiempo, eh, cuando ya empezó este revuelo de Pokémon y Dragon Ball y todo eso, me gustaban los muñequitos, entonces los coleccionaba. También los coleccionaba un montón. Y, y nada, era genial. La verdad es que era muy, muy genial tener todas estas figuritas, ¿no? Y bueno, así con los años me empecé a hacer coleccionista. Eh, hubo un momento donde, ¿qué fue? Creo que cuando ya empecé a tener más noción, ¿no? Del dinero, que empezaba a trabajar y cosas así. Hubo un pequeño, pequeño momento donde comenzaba yo eh, a coleccionar monedas, a coleccionar billetes. Me gustaba hacer eso. La verdad es que era muy divertido. Y, y bueno, pasa el tiempo, pasan los años, empiezo a generar ya mi propio dinero con mi trabajo y demás. Y resulta que me hago coleccionista de auriculares. Al fin y al cabo, estos famosísimos in-ear, los in-ear monitor. Al final, yo fui de esta generación que creció con los MP3, que eran como una cosita así, donde le ponías una batería AA o AAA, dependía tu modelo, lo enchufabas con unos auriculares y tenías tu música, ¿no? Donde fuera. Entonces yo crecí con eso y me gustaba comprar audífonos de vez en cuando, se me rompían muy rápido, tampoco los cuidaba mucho y, y nada, al final es así como comencé a hacerme fan, ¿no? Y coleccionista de estos monitores sin ir. Así que bueno, más o menos esa es un poco la historia, un poco reducida de el origen del nombre del canal y luego realmente qué es lo que soy yo. Soy un coleccionista. O sea, primero que todo es eso. Este canal en sí se trata de coleccionismo, pero bueno, aunque el nombre no lo diga del todo, al fin y al cabo, yo siento que ahí dentro del coleccionismo, aparte de que hay muchas ramas, muchas de estas cosas que yo colecciono terminan siendo luego gadgets, al fin y al cabo. Entonces, esto, por ejemplo, es lo más sencillo que tengo, pero tengo más bases para tomar fotografías. Por ejemplo, la navaja, una que todavía no he mostrado, tengo una navaja diminuta que viene muy bien, que tiene una panza de tiburón así bastante considerable, considerando que son 4 centímetros de hoja. Y también tengo otra navajita. También colecciono, bueno, en su momento coleccionaba controles de videojuegos. Y eso al final, por definición, es un gadget, de todas maneras. Ahora otra cosa es que sea práctico o no. Pero al final es así. Es así como se maneja la filosofía de mi canal. Así que bueno, nada, eso sería como la introducción. Así que bueno, este es el primer live. Pienso hacer más lives. No sé todavía con qué frecuencia. De todas maneras, como pueden ver, necesito reparar un poco aquí la iluminación atrás. Me bajé ya para hacer el live en el ordenador, porque ahora en TikTok estoy aquí en el móvil, pero en ordenador sí que tengo, por ejemplo, la transmisión de la plataforma roja, ¿no? Bueno, ese es un poco el origen. Quisiera hablar nada más un poco aprovechando el live. Quiero aprovechar de comentarles un poco cómo va la colección de los in-ear monitor, solamente un poco por encima. Así que estos que ya los estuve mostrando, no sé si alguno de ustedes estará familiarizado con esto, pero bueno, al final no nada más para el monitoreo en vivo de los músicos y cantantes, sino también luego se hizo para el público en general, que son para escuchar música. Así que bueno, estos son los Truth Ear. Los Truth Ear es la marca de estos auriculares y el modelo es el Hexa. A mí me encantaron mucho. De hecho, los adquirí recientemente, no son algo que lleve ya tiempo, no, para nada. Y la verdad es que me encantaron un montón. Me gusta cómo suenan, son muy... dice la gente que son brillantes, la verdad es que no me lo parecen. Me parecen muy naturales sería la descripción, muy neutrales hasta cierto punto. Pero yo me inclino más a decir que son naturales. Ese sería como el aspecto de estos. Luego, a ver si me dan un segundo. A ver. Aquí hay otros. Esto va a ser simplemente una demostración de un par de los auriculares que tengo. Simplemente para que se puedan dar una idea. Y luego vamos a pasar a otra cosa. Así que vamos a ver. Aquí está. Estos son otros monitores. Ok. Un cable de Yonce, uno muy bueno, en mi opinión. Es dorado esto. A mí me gustan mucho, me encantan. Dorado con negro, unos auriculares de metal, que sí que tienen su peso, me encantan a mí. Estos en particular son un cañón de graves, entonces toda la música retumba un montón, hace mucha reverberación, mucho eco, pero no en un buen sentido, no es un eco como claustrofóbico o algo así, nada, para nada. Pero están muy bien, la verdad es que están muy muy bien. Los uso sobre todo cuando quiero tener como cierto ánimo, ¿no? Por así decir. Cuando estoy trabajando, sobre todo. Esa es la cuestión, que cuando estoy trabajando muchas veces necesito como sí, como tener un poco de ánimos, de ganas, porque bueno, esto a lo mejor no lo sabían, pero soy programador, entonces muchas veces estoy allí en el ordenador y después cansa de un momento. Así que bueno, vamos a ver. Estos son otros que también tienen un poco de tiempo conmigo. Son los KBR 03. Estos no sé, a algunas personas les gustaron, a algunas no. A mí la verdad es que me encantaron. Me encantaron porque tienen ese sonido que yo buscaba. Yo buscaba ese sonido porque yo quería que retumbara, que tuviera un tipo de sonido, ¿no? Un tipo de sonido que resonara aquí en el oído. A mí me gustaba esa sensación. Los tuve con los ND, me acuerdo. Y bueno, nada, adquirí estos. Y la verdad es que estoy muy contento, muy, muy contento con ella. Luego, ya por último, tengo estos. Que son los monitores Project Dita M, la versión 1. Estos a mí me encantaron un montón. se me hicieron muy buenos. De hecho, quizás esa sea la razón por la que no me parecen los Truth y Hexa como sibilantes, ni mucho menos brillantes, porque estos me encantan, estos los he escuchado y sí, sí, me gustan un montón. Esa es la verdad, me encantan. Así que puede ser, esa puede ser la razón por la que los Truth y Hexa no me parecen como un problema. Eh, bueno, eso sería como un poco por encima, más o menos el origen del nombre del canal, los auriculares que estoy coleccionando y demás. Atrás, bueno, aquí ya tengo como pueden ver, aquí tengo también una colección de Hot Wheels de 1.64. Eh, así que bueno, también luego vamos a hablar de eso si ustedes quieren. Si les interesa la parte del coleccionismo, pues podemos abordarla que no. Eh, así que bueno, vamos a ver. Así que nada, vamos a estar solamente, yo creo que unos 15 minutos más. Solamente quería hacer esta prueba de live para ver cómo se veía todo. Ya veo lo que hay que arreglar. Afuera está haciendo un montón de calor, un montón de sol, por eso no quise abrir la ventana mucho. Y bueno, de todas maneras aquí tengo esta pequeña lámpara y ya con eso hace el, el apañe, como dicen. Así que nada, en estos 15 minutos me gustaría, eh, si alguno tiene alguna pregunta, porque aquí hay algunas personas que se han ido conectando, bueno, si tienen alguna pregunta sobre este canal, sobre de qué va live, alguna cuestión que quieran, adelante y las podemos ir resolviendo. Menos unos 15 minutillos y bueno, nada, después nos desconectamos. Así que si tienen alguna pregunta, pues nada. Hablas otras lenguas, dice. Sí, I can speak English. Yeah, only English. And I used to speak in French, but a long time ago, so not, I'm not an expert by any means on French. I did, let me remember. When I was 6 years, my parents, uh, they, I mean, it's a long story, so I'm gonna try to short the story a little bit more. So, when I was 6, I started to learn English because of school, honestly, and then I left the English for quite a while. But I continued, during my childhood to watch some TV shows in English, and also, these kind of musics such as, Linkin Park and Eminem, such things. Uh, so somehow it's like I didn't leave the English that much. So in the end, it's like when I graduated from university, I started to work for a company which is based in the UK. So that moment, from that day, it was like 2018. 2018. Um, no, 2018. It has been a while. 2013. 2013, I started to learn more English, and like 3 years ago, I tried my best to develop my English skills a little bit more, just because I love English, honestly, overall, but I needed like this license, like this certificate, this degree from Cambridge University. So I prepared myself, honestly. I was um, like on my own, because at that moment I remember myself going to the Cambridge Institute and I asked for the price of the course. They told me 3,000 euros, and I was like, really, 3,000? I'm not gonna pay 3,000. No, no, by any means. So I started on my own to learn English, to study in English. Everything was like, my environment was English all day, all the time. So I found like so useful to learn English on my own. Uh, but yeah, nowadays I don't have that much time, if I'm honest. So I feel like my English level is like stuck at some point. So yeah, but that is like, I tried I tried to summarize my story. Well, I'm pressed do Spanish people view English people in a bad light compared to other nations? Mm, no, no, I don't think so. Well, I'm Mexican, by the chance. I'm living in Spain, but I'm Mexican. Um, I moved to Spain on 2019. I'm 34 now, but I spent my whole life in Mexico. So, as a Mexican, I can tell you, like, no, we love we love like tourist people. We love other nations overall. Um, Actually, back in the 90s in Mexico, I would say at least the environment where I grew up, we tend to like emulate American people. We try like to emulate the way Linkin Park bands sing the songs, such as in the end it was so freaking popular back in the day. So now we love other nations. Spanish people, I think they are very welcome overall. I think so. Yeah, I can't speak on behalf of Spaniards, but I think they like other nations, such as American people. Yeah. Hear about Mexican cartels and organized crime. Did you see that in Mexico? Oh well, that's that's an interesting subject. Let me tell you. Yeah. So now I'm 34, and I left my country when I was 25. Yeah, that was the first time I left my country. 25, when I was 25. We went to the UK the first time. Yeah, the first time we went to the UK for about 6 months. Then we came to Spain on 2019. So I'm telling you this because nowadays I don't know how hard it is, in Mexico. I don't know how hard that is to deal with cartels, but on that day it was like honestly we were like under panic on those days. We were under panic because my hometown wasn't that like dangerous, that risky. But at 8 p.m., I remember myself like stay at home. I remember myself not going out like during midnights. It was so hard in that aspect. I remember one thing I remember for sure is like um, crossing the street and on my parents' home. It was like 9 a.m. Yeah, 9 a.m. Something like that. I remember it was too early in the morning, and we went to the. We just simply. When I say we, I'm referring to my mom and myself. We crossed the street. We went to the. Um, we call it plaza, where is a place where you can go there and enter any restaurant and eat whatever you need, whatever the food is uh, at that place. And I was 5 years, and I remember I saw this man, two men actually, but one of these men, he was laying down on the sidewalk. He had a bullet hole right in here in the forehead, and the other one was like uh, on the stairs, like a lot of blood. Yeah, I don't want to tell these many words live because I don't know how hard it is to start any lives. But yeah, that was the first moment I saw one. Well, two men. And then when I was like 9 years, I remember I saw another one. Um, but I like nowadays, I think it is worse because my hometown, like I said, it was chill. But now one of my best friends is living at my parents' home, because that parents' home is not for my parents. That is um, like for rent, actually. So now my friend is living there, and he told me like 3 years ago there was like a this portable fridges. I don't know what is the name for that uh, object in English, and yeah, they found this part of the body. So it's awful. Honestly, it's awful to not only to recall those days, also the TV shows were like mocking some. I don't know why, and also the news were so freaking violent. Well, yeah, that is how I dealt with cartels. Not so much, and I am very blessed people not to live in that situation. Yeah, such situations are awful. Yeah. See that nice. No, I mean it's like at that moment I was a kid, but my mom and my father they always told me like if you feel anything weird, just be open and wide with us. Speak with us. I mean, express yourself. And yeah, I was like, "What is that, mom?" And my mom was openly clear, but also like trying to express the idea to a little kid, like, "Yeah, this is what is going on, son." Yeah. But now, I mean, like over the years, you're like, okay, then I mean, I'm not saying it's normal, but it's part of the life in terms of life and death, not in terms of, killing. Now that's something else for sure. But I'm, speaking of like trying to accept life, one day life should ends, and that is how it works. Yeah. I feel like I extended this answer so much. Mm. Compared to the UK. In Spain better? Do you miss Mexico? I miss my country, honestly. If I had a better opportunity in my country, a better salary, and a better schedule, I wasn't here. I wasn't be here. I wouldn't be here. Yeah, I wouldn't be here. Not because Spain country is awful. Nah, Spain, to my eyes, is such an amazing country, and the UK, it was awesome. It was awesome. The problem I found is like I didn't like those cloudy days that much because it was too cloudy, too gray, too humid. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm saying that I'm not fit to that type of environment. But yeah, I mean, people over there in the UK, people here in Spain, I only had like good experiences. Yeah, good experiences, good people. Only two or three weird occasions out there, but nothing too crazy, nothing too special. Yeah. But comparing them, I prefer Spain. Yeah. I hope to move from the UK someday for better weather. Yeah. I mean, the UK, I know, like, me as a Mexican, I say Mexico is hard to live. It's hard to get a better job, a better salary. I know that. And Spaniards tend to, say like these are low salaries. These are like not like the best country for investment. And I know the UK people they say things like, oh, maybe the salaries, maybe the types of jobs, whatever it is. I feel like the UK is an amazing country to get a better life. I'm not saying like to get rich, because let's be frank, most of us are not rich people. um, But I feel like in the UK it's easier to get a better life overall. I think so. In terms of homes, in terms of get a car just for your needs. But I'm not saying it's easy now. No, but I feel like it's easier in contrast with my country, with Mexico, and Spain is easier in contrast with my country. Yeah. Uh, Obviously, we have like difficulties everywhere, but I feel like it's easier. Maybe I'm telling that because I'm Mexican and I live my whole youth in my country, so I know how it feels. I know how hard it is to work over there, and I can compare now how a software developer like myself, how we work in Mexico, how hard we work in the UK, and how hard we work in Spain. And trust me, Spain and the UK is better, at least for software developers. I think so. What was the process like to move from Mexico to Europe? Visas, money, accommodation. I was blessed by God, honestly, because I was like, one day I was like just pressing the F5 key on my keyboard, and suddenly I got a job opportunity on LinkedIn. There, everything started on that point. That offer is like, we are gonna pay your visa, we are gonna pay your accommodation, we are gonna pay almost everything. We only need this much information from your side, and that was it. Honestly, that was it. The process I can speak of is the process to become Spaniard because I have the double nationality. I have Mexican and Spanish nationality. I can speak about the nationality. Yeah, I can speak about it. Um, Viva Vox. I know what Vox is, like because I'm living here, but I'm too freaking new to the politics in Spain. I don't know very well the politics here in this country, so maybe you have to teach me. Really, that's amazing. Yeah, yeah, it was amazing. It was amazing, and that's why I'm saying like thanks to the Lord because otherwise, I don't know. I couldn't see myself working on my country for so many years because my country on my area I worked 24/7 and I worked like that for about 4 years. It was awful, yeah. Uh, oh, I can see some people asking me like to co-host. Uh, I would like to do so, but I'm very new to this tool, honestly. And here on the mobile phone, I can see everything is so. I don't like the view on my phone, so give me another chance next time. And also I'm gonna improve the light behind me and also the camera, and I'm gonna try to perform better, maybe after in the second life and onwards I'm gonna pull you like co-host because I'm like very lost, honestly. Do you abroad for vacation? What's your favorite destination? Yeah, that's another interesting story. Like when we moved here, um, well, when I was in the UK, 2018, I started to save money. Like me as a Mexican, and also because I'm coming from these generations of fathers, like they were like more like the old school way to uh, raise kids. So they told me how to live in terms of how to save money, how to be very patient. So I remember those days in the UK. I was like keeping a lot of money, saving a lot of money, like you know, like almost eating tuna for one week. Almost, not saying like that, but you can figure out how much I was spending and how much I was saving. So uh, because of that, I got enough money to travel to different destinations across Europe, but for cheap, I was like trying these low tier flights, and also I didn't go to any crazy costly restaurant anywhere. I always ate sandwich. Yeah, those were my food most of the times in those countries. So I know some European countries now, and I would say like I don't have any particular favorite destination like going there for the second time, third time, so on and so forth now. But one destination I really like is Venice, Italy. I don't know why, but that area is an amazing country, yeah, but Venice is something different to my eyes. The second place is Edinburgh. I found Edinburgh interesting. British people go to Spain for holidays. So I wonder if people in Spain went abroad. I heard from Spaniards like now I heard like they tend to visit like the Canaries, the Ibiza, uh, what else? Marbella, Spanish islands, and if not, they go to these beaches in the Italy and France and also Greek islands and so on and so forth. They also go to Mexico, to the Caribbean side. But no, I think they don't tend to go to the UK for holidays. I think so. Oh, really? You live in near Edinburgh? That was amazing. It was an uh, amazing trip. Also because wow, my English level was so low on that day, on that exact moment, and I was being driven by this Uber driver, and he was like Scottish people, and he was like speaking me with that accent. That is such a frustrating accent to my ears back in the day, at least, because I was like, "What is he telling me?" Like my English textbooks don't say anything about this type of words. It's these type of accents. Like, what is this all about, right? Scottish Highland. Scottish speak the most hard. Yeah, yeah. I think like um, this is something common, when you're learning new languages, or not so common, but I think most of the people can identify this story. Like, you most of the times understand better than you can speak. So I think I can understand Scottish people now better, but let's see. I need to cross myself with another Scottish man. Yeah, but yeah, it's freaking hard to keep up with the Scottish people accent. Mm, yeah, Henry speaks some Spanish. Yeah, and to my ears, Spanish people they speak Spanish faster than Mexicans. But you know, some years I have now some years living in this country, and I love these people, and I love their accent, and I understand very well and so easily what they are saying, even if they speak so fast. Yeah, yeah, no, and Spanish uh, from Spain, and Spanish, Mexican Spanish, obviously Spanish language, but we have different words for different things, but we can relate it. We can understand. Honestly, it's not that hard unless you are those you are such people like I'm not gonna try anything like you have to speak my language. No, no. Otherwise, it's so easy to get what the other people is talking about. Yeah. Um. Yeah. 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 This is so incredible. I spent almost 15 minutes to set up this uh, live thing in the red platform the studio platform, and here in TikTok was easier, but also I need to move this TikTok window to my laptop because I barely can see all the comments here. I don't have a lot of comments, but the, the ones I have is like so hard for my eyes. Very interesting. Do you have to wear sunscreen because down in Spain? I feel like more the second thing. Like I'm used to the Mexican heat, so I mean, for sure, it's not like a really good idea to go out right now with any sunscreen protection. But I'm not that kind of people that put a lot of sunscreen on my body now. No, I simply go outside and whatever it is, I feel good. I tend to not to walk like so much under the sun. But yeah, no, it doesn't bother me. The UK weather was like sometimes bothering myself, like these tiny little drops across the day. Oh, what a days in the UK! What a days! Good memories. Yeah. Oh, nice. It was 26 here, yeah. Yeah, I remember also myself in the UK. They were saying, "No, this is a heat wave, like 26 degrees," and I was like, "Yeah, no." But I mean, it's fair. It's fair. British people is not used to that much heat. That's fair. But yeah, it's like here we have like 30 something degrees. How about Indian people? Because most of my colleagues are Indian, and wow, Indian weather is on another level. Uh, oh yeah, no, next time. Have you achieved your dream job? In your opinion? Yeah, yeah. Um, I can tell you why I think for a few seconds this answer because I am like this type of people who see the job like only the stairs to get a specific goal, right? So at some point, and this is only me probably, but I don't care that much on my job. I don't care that much on what I'm doing for a living. As long as I can live, as long as I can go out after 6 or 7 p.m., as long as I can pay the rent, as long as I can pay the fuel for my car. Honestly, I don't pretty much care about the job because I see the job like not the dream, not the place, but not the the stairs to get my goal. And my goal is simply to live as better and as comfortable as possible. And that is it. That is it. If I am supposed to be like these guys who, you know, put the pavement or, a hard worker, well, if I can live good, well, that's fine. Then I'm fine. That is the first thing I can say. The second thing and the third thing is like, um, I also don't want to work in a place where I am like so I feel so superior to other people. I don't like that kind of feeling. I pretty much prefer like a job where I can help others. And the third thing is I don't want to work on any place at any place that it is like so corrupted, like so very bad, like job, like weird and dark things. No, I don't like that. Apart from that, whatever it is, I feel good. What made you start TikTok streaming? Ah, yeah, yeah. Like I was saying at the beginning of this live stream, like, what is the purpose of my channel? Why? I named my channel as Practi Gadget, and somehow I was spending money on these in-ear monitors, on some collectibles, on some Hot Wheels, and I remember my days in Mexico speaking about my collection to others. And since I moved to this country, I was like, okay, I'm here, I'm collecting stuff, but what else? Like, I feel like I need like some way to express my ideas, to some way to express what I like, and to find people who maybe can relate it to my own likes. So yeah, that's pretty much why I started this channel and why I started to stream lives in TikTok and also in this other platform. Because right now I'm streaming on two places, the main Red platform and this one. But I also have Facebook, and I will try one of these days to stream on uh, those other social networks. Yeah. Do you like English Western music better for Hispanic music? Uh, well, maybe I'm a little bit like weird because I really like English music. I I feel like I like more English music than other type of music. Um, but no, it's like it's because that question is a very specific question to myself. So I'm gonna reply on my own, not as Mexican, neither as Mexican nor as Spaniard. Um, but I am this type of people who likes almost every type of music. If you don't believe me, my favorite band is Japanese band. Is a Japanese band who is they don't exist anymore. They split it. My second favorite band of all time comes from Uruguay, and the third band I like the most is a Turkish band. So you know, one Japanese, one Spanish language, and the third one is Turkish language. So yeah, that's how I like. That's my liking, personal likes. Um, so yeah, I feel like this is not the best answer, or the probably the answer you were expecting. But yeah, that's my answer. Like I listen to all the music out there, and I don't really care. Even if I don't understand what they are saying, is like as long as the rhythm and the feeling they convey through the music gets me, it's like yeah, why not? Yes, yes. Manga is the name of the Turkish band that I am speaking about. Manga, the Uruguay band. They are called El Cuarteto de Nos. And the first one, the Japanese band, is Sold Out. Nice selection. Nice selection, in my opinion, of course. Yeah, but yeah. I honestly tend to listen to all the music as much as possible. Yeah, my friends and people of the UK do not expose themselves to foreign bands. Yeah, yeah. Do you like Mexicans? There are like one or two songs that I like to listen to, but to dancing, now I'm super bad to dance. I mean, I'm that type of guy who likes to dance a little bit on parties, events, but I'm not very good dancing. So I just hear, I just listen to some Mexican salsa, but that's it. I would say like the only genre that I don't like is corridos, which is more like towards the cartels and so on. Uh, and I tend not to listen to those type of records, not because of the music, because I feel like even the rhythm sometimes is awesome, but the lyrics is like too violent. Some of these lyrics are too violent to me. So now. I love the dance music, Daft Punk, Bond. I know them actually. I know this is probably like, yeah, that is the same everywhere. People is referring to Daft Punk, but Random Access Memories album is so freaking weird. No, I mean, so freaking like amazing. It's like on another level. Random Access Memories from Daft Punk is an amazing album. That much that I bought the physical CD. No, I mean, Daft Punk is. I love that band. The only problem I have with Daft Punk is on the first records, like Around the World, because I like that song. But somehow they achieve like to extend the music that much that at some point it's like, when is this track supposed to finish? Like, I probably spent like the last like 10 minutes listening to the same rhythm again and again, but they somehow they got it right. Like they got that attention like to that track. But yeah, Daft Punk is an amazing. Also, I like, what is this, the name Gigi D'Agostino. I'm remembering. I'm not sure if that is considered as a DJ, but I remember the Gigi D'Agostino was an amazing singer and track mixer. Yeah, Gigi D'Agostino, 90s. Yeah, no, the 90s. But yeah, I can understand why some of UK people tend to like more their own songs, which is fine. But yeah, maybe it's like you are limited yourself, right? To uh, like even if you don't understand the other language, it's like at the very least you can get the track, the music, the rhythm, and that is it. I mean, one more track to your personal list. But that's fine. And I mean, how about you guys? Like, what is this? What is it like for you in Mexico? Is there social struggles, or is it pretty so like the UK? Now, I think we are very far from the UK. Now, it's like, I mean, Eastern, Westerns, like the. This is my personal opinion, of course, but I think we simply live different worlds. And that's nothing, there is nothing wrong with that. It's like, it is what it is. So in Mexico, it's like, uh, we should accept, but no, there are not so many rules. Like, I'm not referring like to any violence. I'm talking about like, probably it's not like a law, like having a place, like this is your place, this is your business, and you state like one of the rules or one of the requirements is like not to be part of this and that movement. That's fair. There is no like any law against that. And I'm that kind of people like think like, if the rules are these many rules, then you can do anything. Like, okay, it is what it is. Then I'm not gonna be part of that. And then I think I fit very well to that company, to that place, to that area. I'm more like towards that type of people, like who accept the rules, because even here in Spain there are some other social rules that I am not like agree with, but that doesn't mean that I am gonna be go out there and be against that. No, because I'm living in this country and I'm not part of this country in terms that I didn't born and raised here, so I accept that I am coming here and I should accept. I'm not saying I should like take those aspects like for my personal living. No, I am only supposed to accept and follow the rules. And I think it is the same in Mexico, but in Mexico it's like we don't have like so many rules. Like we have rules, but yeah, you can take them as suggestions maybe. So yeah, speaking of LGBTQ, is like I think they nowadays accept more that exists, but still there are like people who is too aggressive to that. Probably, yeah, yeah. Unfortunately, but I'm saying unfortunately because I don't trust in any gratuit, gratuit, gratitude. Ah, I don't accept any free violence. That's what I'm trying to say. I don't accept any free violence. Like violence should be like the last option. Should be very, very, very be the last option. If you are not agree with this, that's fine. If you want to argue with that, that's fine. If you want to discuss about it, that's fine. If you want to fight, no, that's not fine. That's really, really not the way to go. Yeah. Well, I think I will be here for about 7 more minutes, and I will disconnect. Do you still eat Mexican dishes and food, or have you accepted the? Oh no, I mean you know what? It's funny because I like to eat. I like to eat and eat a lot, but I control myself, of course. Otherwise, I will be like really, really plump. But paellas are amazing, amazing. I love them. I love paellas. I love tortilla de patatas. I love the tostadas with tomato. I love the oil. Eating oil on almost everything is amazing. But I also, and I have to be very frank, I prefer my own Mexican dishes overall. Yeah, yeah, for sure. And I miss my spicy Mexican dishes. But the part is, I love to eat. So nah, I love Spanish people. I love Spanish dishes. I love almost everything about Spain. And Mexico, I miss my tacos. I miss the tacos. I miss the tepaches. I miss the pozoles. Oof, nah, I don't want to continue about speaking about my Mexican food because I miss my Mexican dishes. Did you try beans on toast? Oh yeah. Not only that, I went to the what is this? Weatherspoons. And man, wow, you guys in the UK tend to have really, really nice breakfast. You know, breakfast is like in the UK is amazing. Like in the Weatherspoons, I remember those big dishes with beans over here, and then the scrambled eggs, and then the sausages, and wow, wow. I mean, it was amazing to me. What I really like is, this toast you eat. Not all of you, I can imagine, but this toast with this white kind of Philadelphia cheese, and then the blueberries. I think blueberries jam. Oh, amazing! An Argentine teacher who kept getting made. Yes, yes. No, Argentinians are so proud of the mates. I don't know how they taste. Maybe they are really good, but I don't know. Mates is like, it's a thing that I don't drink. I wouldn't drink mates on summers, and but who knows? Maybe after trying one mate one day, I became like an addict to mates. Not sure. Yeah, but yeah, Argentinians are like that. I know two Argentinians, and yes, they are like that. Hello, hello, Irene. Irene, you speak Spanish or English? I don't know. I'm just asking because I want to pronounce your name because in English it should be Irene. Yeah, Irene. Odd question. What country has the best internet speeds? Wow. I feel like Spain. I feel like that. Wow, it's amazing. For about 28 to 35 euros, you can get 1 giga. No doubt. It's like so freaking fast. Yeah. Well, at least the countries I visited, yeah. Spain. Spain is amazing. Yeah, and super low cost. Hmm. But my country, Mexico, nah. Mexico is like, we have like poor internet connection. You have to spend a lot of money, like almost 300 euros per month to get a 1 giga. Nah, it's too much. Too much. And in the UK, I felt like that is like so. Yeah. Wow, 55 euros per month. That's a lot. Well, I'm speaking of downloading, which is the speed the company is referring to. Downloading speed in Spain is 1 giga. Not saying all of the offers, but the one that I have, yeah, for 30 something 30. Last time I paid 39 euros. Yeah, rates are like that. Mm. I really need to put a better background. I mean, I can't move that thing, that shelf. You can't see that, but I have a big shelf right behind me. I cannot do that. I can't move that, but I definitely can do something with the lights. I will try for the next one. Yeah, yeah. I don't know why Spain is like that, but yeah, weird. Every country has corruption behind, so maybe if there is any sort of corruption, maybe behind the internet connective connections. Yeah, what's this? Let me check. All right, yeah. Wow, I got a prompt saying like move this puzzle from here to there. I don't know why. Is electricity and hot water more affordable in Spain compared to the UK? I would say only internet. Apart from that, is like yeah, no, not so different. Not so different. No, only the internet. The internet prices better. Yeah, in Spain. Yeah, I think it is really good in Spain. And then the places I visited to, at least France and Italy. Yeah, but Spain is the best one overall. I think at least the countries I visited to. If once I visit, I don't know, South Korea or maybe Japan, maybe I would find myself embarrassed. Uh, there's a housing crisis here in the UK in some areas. Oh yeah, and I think that is the same uh, sad thing overall. Like in the whole planet Earth is like so hard to find any accommodation. And I'm not saying like no. Let me rephrase that. It's hard to find any decent accommodation for your money. They're it's like if you earn like 1,500 euros per month, suppose that salary, which is the average, I think, in this country. Well, the rent is at the very least 1,000, and I'm not speaking about Madrid because I lived in Madrid for a lot of years. So in Madrid, to get a very not good, I mean, like a decent place to live, it cost between 1,200 to 1,500 euros, and that is crazy. That is crazy. I don't like it. But again, like I was saying, it is what it is. We should try our best to get a decent place. Has the best fresh water. Yeah, in Spain it's safe and clean. In Spain, it's like as soon as you arrive here, many times you don't have to ask for, hey, is this like sink potable water, like drinking water? No, no, like no, You only open the sink, drink, and that's it. Yeah. But in Mexico, yeah, you have to buy bottles of water. Yeah, there is no other way in Mexico. It's not clean. You have to spend money on that as well. So that is another good thing of this country. Is like you are not supposed to pay for drinking water. Yeah. Oh yeah, no, and I mean in the whole Mexico is like, no, I don't know. I don't know. Coca-Cola in Mexico is the brand, the number one brand. But yeah, drinking cola is like everywhere, at any home in my country. Not sure why. Maybe because cola sodas were like so cheap back in the 50s, I think. Could be the reason. But yeah, maybe we as a Mexican tend to buy a lot of stuff coming from American standards. I don't know. I don't know. When you went to Scotland, did you try your national drink? Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what's that drink. IRN brew. What's that? Let me Google it. But in the meantime, I ate. I forget the name. This thing with three. I want to remember the name. It's so common in Scotland, and I love it. It has like carrots, like grounded carrots, then lentils, and then another one, like three levels, like sort of tower. Yeah, the name I remember. That name is I like the name of that thing, that dish, but I don't remember. Let me Google IRN brew drink. Yeah, yeah, you know about that food. No, I mean this drink. I'm seeing this drink, and I'm sorry for this, but I think this is not Mexican. No, no. Well, yeah. I mean, this is not Mexican, but you said you try your national drink. Maybe you were referring to yours, right? But no, I didn't try that. No, I miss it. Next time I will try for sure, for sure. I mean, the logos seems like Fanta, and the logos, the marketing brands. This brand is interesting. Yeah, I'm trying to remember the name of this. It is ice cream soda. Really, ice cream soda. Uh, Scottish. No. Let me just try to remember haggis. Haggis. Yeah, the haggis. I tried the haggis. Wow, amazing, amazing haggis. What an yeah, the haggis. So new to me. So exotic. But the moment I realized, are these ingredients? Like, come on, man, it's so simple. But yeah, it looks amazing. Haggis, yeah. I don't know. It was amazing, but I ate the haggis in this type of tower, like very nice presentation. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, I ate the vegetarian haggis, which I don't know if that is valid. Maybe that is called haggis for some reason, but it's not considered as haggis. Maybe they told me in the restaurant this is vegetarian haggis, and I was like, okay, yeah, give me that. I'm not vegetarian, but I eat like a vegetarian, but I don't. I am not vegetarian. But now I can see the real haggis. Oh wow. No, I mean, wow. It looks so different in Google. Yeah, you got fancy haggis. Yeah, Probably now I'm realizing that after these many years, yeah. I'm speaking of 2018, so now I ate the ladies and gentlemen, I present you this haggis, yeah. I'm googling it and I can see the haggis I ate. But yeah, it was lentils instead of goat intestine. The city of Glasgow, we deep fry everything. Chippies, deep fried. Oh god, fried food. Yeah, I love, I love fried food. Running fried bits. I should try that out one day. Fried pizza, Scotland. Oh man, I wanna cry. This seems to be very delicious. Wow, wow. Now this is. I don't want to. I don't want to speak any more about food because I already ate and I don't want to eat again. Man. By the way, before leaving, yeah, I will be remember. What's your name, by the way? If I may know, because I want to name you by your name, if possible. If not, that's fine. Ah, Roby. Yeah, Roby. Uh, Great to meet you too. But just asking, are you living in Liverpool or any place like that? Yeah. I mean, in the north. Ah, Glasgow, Scotland. Yeah, yeah. Because I think that name Roby. I think I'm not saying it's common, but I think is well known, right? Roby, Roby. I like how it sounds. Roby. Yeah. Two other Robys, but okay. It's like Roby. Ah, right, right. Because I heard that name like Roby, but like same way to write it down. Write it down. Robbie. It is Robbie. I like how it sounds. Robbie. It's not common in my country, by the way. Yeah. But yeah, second name of mine, Stephen. So nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Eric, my second name, because I have two names, Stephen. Like Stephen King, the author of these books. No, Roberto, yeah. Roberto is well known in Mexico and Spain, yeah. But Robbie sounds better. Robbie or Roby sounds better, I think. But yeah, alright. I'm gonna start with the red platform. Let me say goodbye to the red platform.